practice. I talk about it for the first for the first day about that, because we need to talk about what we are doing every day for make the right understanding about what we are doing. If we do something without right understanding, maybe useless. But in the Buddhist concept, we try to make a right understanding about what we are doing every minutes. Otherwise, we cannot enjoy our life. Yeah. But we can enjoy our life because of right understanding or right conception. We call the Eightfold Path. Actually, we have the 5 paths, the Eightfold Path. But the first and second, the first is the right understanding or right view and right perception, right conception. Together cause the wisdom, right wisdom. Right wisdom cause from right understanding and right perception. The two together we call insight wisdom. Insight wisdom will help us how to do it the right way every second in our daily life. Okay, that's our purpose. Okay, I would like to continue my talk for the first day, because that's day I talk about the 5 purpose of a practice of 4 foundation of mindfulness. But the 4 foundation of mindfulness maybe is not make sense. But in the right words, we need to say the mindfulness of bodily foundation. Mindful, the bodily foundation, because the meditation is the foundation of the bed of the observation, like the body is the bed. So if the body need to have the nama of formless, like we have the electrical light, but in electrical light we have the electrical energy. Such an electrical light without energy is useless. The body is without the nama or the mind, the soul, the concept, maybe this become the dead body, useless, like the wood. Yeah. So the main factor of life is they have 2 factors, the mind and body. But in meditation language we use the nama and rupa, because nama may be cover everything. Mind only one part of nama, body only one part of arupa. But arupa cover everything in cosmos. Nama also cover everything in the cosmos. But our body only one part of nama and rupa. So if we say body and mind, but only one little part, really little, really small parts of the nama and rupa, like a dust, like
yes.
a dust.
Yes.
So, but easy for common people or mind and body and mind. But in the meditation language, we need to use the nama and rupa, because in the cosmos, whole cosmos, we have only 2, form and formless, nama and rupa. Like a scientific system, we have only 2, the mass and energy. Okay, the mass and energy in the scientific. Mass is the rupa, energy is the nama. Nama and rupa together. Okay, mass like the electrical wire, energy, electrical power in the electrical line. The body also the mass. The consciousness is the mind or energy. So when they work together, we call the life or the living. So, but the life or living here, if we cannot get right understanding about life, our life will cause a lot of trouble, a lot of suffering. are horrible. So the Buddha, he got enlightenment about it. He teaches us how to get right understanding about life. But before we get right understanding about that, we need to learn, we need to study. But the Buddha, he formulate about this theory. It's not after he learned from body and mind completely. After that, they make the formula, write it, and it become the theory, become teaching. But before that, before he got enlightenment, he didn't know about it. But such a enlightenment maybe come up or pop up by accidentally. After that, his life changed completely from suffer life become happy life, from terrible life become supreme life. Change everything. After that, he shared his experience to other being. Other person, other being get benefit from his teaching. So give him the new name, Buddha. But his original name is Siddhartha. Okay. After other being, other person get a lot of benefit from his teaching, or give him the name. Oh, you teach about the awakened mind. You teach about the knowing mind. You teach about blossom mind. So you are Buddha. So we call him the Buddha. Buddha is the Bali language is Buddha. It means awaken, awake, or I am awake. So awaken one become the whole series of the Buddha teaching. We call Buddha Sasana. Sasana is the teaching. Buddha teaching is the Buddha Sasana or Buddhism. Same. So today I will talk about the more detail about the bodily foundation. We have 4 foundations. The first is the bodily foundation, mindfulness of bodily foundation. Correct? Yeah.
Right.
So in more detail about the bodily foundation, the body, we need to contemplate. We need to observe the body as a 6 ways. With a 6 way, the bodily foundation should be contemplated or should be observed by the mind, by the mindfulness, by 6 way. The first way or the first step, like Buddha is 6 step. The first step we call Anapanasati, or breathing in and out system, or the breath system, because the breath is the main factor of life. If you are without breath, in out breath or in breath also, they are gone. They are disappear or pass away. So they make that's one, they become the first factor. So how to deal with the first factor of life? You use breathe in and out to be meditation object. When you breathe in, you know, breathe out, I know, I breathe out. But in the former time, nobody know about that. Just the breathe in and out by natural way. But after the Buddha, he got enlightenment. They tell us how to use the bodily foundation to be meditation object. But they have many ways. Because human being, their level of wisdom, level of potentiality is not same. It's not same level, different level. So they try to divide the bodily foundation to be 6 steps because of differentiation of human mind and human brain. Because for the first step may be really subtle, really perfect, like at the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the last one may be the low class of human being need to give the last one, because their ability, their potential is not sharp enough to use the breathe in and out. But for the sharp man, for the intelligent man, for the genius man, you to breathe in and out. The breath system to be meditation object. So, why they have six step or six system of the contemplation? Because of human differentiation, human potentially differentiation. So they divide many levels. So the first, so I need to emphasize my pronunciation. Otherwise confuse you.
English.
Yeah, English, yeah. Because actually, Thai language, they don't emphasize about pronunciation. Just talk, be fluent. But when it come to learn about English, maybe big different. So I need to change my habit.
Missing a sound.
Yeah,
might
missing a
mean
sound.
a different word.
Yeah, different, different.
Missing a
So
letter.
sometimes if you can got it, so let me know. I will prove myself. I will change and yeah. Okay. For the first step, we talk about the breathing in and out. When you breathe in, I know you breathe in. Knowing it is mean mindfulness, mindful of breathing. Yeah, mindful breathing, mindful with in breath. Now, in breath mindfulness, out breath mindfulness. Yeah, try to be when you breathe in, long or short. I know how long. Go to the stomach, will be out.
There's a limit how much one can breathe in.
Yeah, breathe
When
in.
you're full, you're full.
Yeah, try to follow it, try to follow or breathe in and out. This is really important, but for the genius man, for the genius person, yeah, because the one who are not strong, genius strong, sharp enough, maybe we can be aware of breathe in and out for short period, about 10 minutes or 30 minutes, they fall down, we get too heavy for them, so they cannot maintain such a mindfulness for long enough because their strength or their power not strong enough to maintain such a breathing enough for longer. This means they are potentially not strong enough. But one who have strong potential, they can maintain such a breathe in and out sitting for long to many hours. Can sit 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, 6 hours. They can maintain breathe in and out and like that, smoothly and calmly and quiet and awake. That's we call genius people. Yes, such a person, they can do anything because their potential really high. Because their maybe their ancestor also genius, and also they can get such a bodily potential that they can accept such a. If we are only medium people, it's not supreme people, no? Only medium, because maybe our ancestor cannot generate us about such a quality. So we can use the next step. What is the next step? The first is breathing in and out system or step. Second, we call the 4 position of mindfulness. The mindful of 4 position. the second class. If you cannot get the first class, when you go to get the learn or Excel, you cannot get the first grade. You can get the second grade. Second grade is the 4 foundation of mindfulness to contemplate the 4 position. Like now you're sitting. Position. You try to be aware of now I'm sitting. Much easier. Yeah. But it is sitting also have many movements. The third grade and the second grade and the third grade can meet together. While you're sitting, you're not all sitting, but while you're sitting, they have so many minor position, minor posture is working. Like you breathe in, you out, you open your eye, blink your eye, move your head, and move your body. That a minor position. Need to be aware of that. Can use the four foundation. Each position have a minor position. So the second and the third work together between the major position and minor position. Major position have four: sitting, standing, walking, and lying down.
Lying down.
They have four position. But the four position they have minor position. Minor posture is we have moved like this, and there's so many minor position in the whole body. And also we use four main position or major position, minor position together, and to be meditation object. Put it out, breathe in, and also one glance of minor position. One glance, so we can meet together. So Luang Por Tianji Tusupo teach us to use this technique, to use this step. The second and the third step meet together, become movement meditation. Yeah, movement meditation. We can combine with other things to the one point. Okay. Now I will tell you. Nowadays we practice the bodily foundation as the second and the third step. Because we cannot use the first step because more subtle, more sharp. So our ability, our potential not strong enough to maintain the awareness or mindfulness with the breathing in for long periods. So we can move to other step. The second step and third step each mean major position, the four major position and minor position together. So in the minor position also we separate about 6 steps in minor position, because Sampachanya is the self-awareness. Self-awareness. Yeah, self-awareness. In Pali we call Sampachanya. Mindfulness we call Sati. Sati, Sampachanya is the mindfulness and self-awareness. Yeah, together, Sati, Sampachanya together. So we use the 4 position and minor position to be meditation object. So each time you move your head, oh, I know I move. When you move left and right, I know. When you stretch your leg, I know I stretching. When you move your hand to do something, be aware of. That's we call minor position. Actually, we never be aware of this position because we never trained it before. We never practiced before. And nobody guide us to do that before. So today, we start to know, we ignore our bodily action that cause the unawareness. We ignore of them that cause ignorance, because of ignorance is the original of suffering. Ignorance, or we call avijja. So when we know the truth like this, so we try to aware. We try to aware, we need to know, not ignore, but to know what happened. When we start to know, we have to be aware of what we are doing, what we are moving, that we can cut the chain of suffering. Because the suffering comes from ignorance, comes from unawareness. So we do opposite way, from unaware to be aware, from ignorant to be knowing, knowledge. Yeah, we start to from this point. So our master Luang Por Tianji try to build up the new position like this, for make a formula, easy to continue other practice. Because if you use bodily movement, both major movement or minor movement may be really hard to do because we stay with it for whole life, become a habit. When such a habitual energy dominate us for whole life, so we cannot be aware of that because have no energy, have strong energy enough to be aware of. So we need to build the way, the technique. Like you learn the match, you need to recite about Sut Khun ว่าไง
multiple table.
The multiplication.
Yeah,
you
multiplication
need
table.
You need to recite multiple table
Multiplication.
until really skillful. When you need to บวกลบคูณหารว่าไง
To add, to subtract, to divide, and to multiply.
Yeah, you need to use the multiple table
Multiplication.
for mix. Let the number. Otherwise, you can. So this is the
From memory.
This is multiple table. Multiple
Multiplication.
Huh?
Multiplication.
multiplication. This is multiplication. We need to do become fluent, become skillful. When you apply to use other parts of body, the energy comes from this system will work. If you never, you don't like to do it, how can we get energy? Like you use the battery, so the battery expire, you recharge again.
Or yes, a new one or
If you don't recharge, that's the battery.
if you have no recharge, you have to get a new one.
Yeah, so when your battery end, then sitting and charge. Why you know your battery end? You feel suffer, you feel drowsy, you feel distraction, you feel horrible. That is mean your battery expire. So
No energy.
you come and recharge again. The same,
Yes.
the same process. But people, they don't know. People suffer for whole life, but they don't know. They don't know this technique. When we come to learn, the Buddha give us the technique how to stay with the non-suffering life.
Yes.
It's not happy life, non-suffering life.
Yes.
Because a happy, maybe the same process of suffering is not different thing, but with the happiness, with the suffering, because happy, unhappy, the same thing, but a different pole. But non-suffering, another path. So we need to jump up from happy or unhappy to other way. Happy and happy still be sure, but non-suffering another shore. Support between the liver, the shore, non-suffering another shore. Happy
So,
and unhappy
I
shore.
mean, no.
The banks.
This. So the river, there are two sides, right?
Yes.
This side and that side. So I
Shore.
think it's shores.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it makes sense. We can use the bank.
ครับแต่
Yeah,
ว่า
the bank
ฝั่ง
of the river.
the bank of the river is
control,
side
yeah,
and the other
okay,
side.
and both side. So happy, unhappy, the same shore.
Sure.
It's not.
Right.
But non-suffering, another shore. Because transcend, transcend, go to another shore.
Maybe like a transit.
Yeah,
Transition.
Transcend.
Transcend.
Transcend to go beyond.
Transcend.
Yeah, transcend.
Yeah, go beyond the river.
Yes.
The river like a stream of habit, stream of thought moment, stream of suffering. Yeah, so we need to go beyond that. So actually, common people, average people, they stay on this shore, never go beyond that. Happy, unhappy, happy, unhappy, happy. When they feel unhappy, they're looking for happy.
Yes.
When you get happy also, they are clinging at. When you clicking, but
Yes.
everything change all the time.
Yes.
Happy change to be unhappy, unhappy change to be happy.
Yes.
We call changing, suffering, and non-self. When we chanting, form is non-self, form is impermanent, form is suffering. When we chanting, the early morning chanting, Form is impermanent. Happiness
Temporary.
can change. Be unhappy. Unhappy can change. Happy.
Sure.
Yeah, the same sure. Cannot go beyond that. So when we practice like this, you try to keep your mental state stay in the present moment. Present moment, like we start to transcend or go beyond the three level. If you're not strong enough, your energy of mindfulness or wisdom not strong enough, maybe you drop off in the river and sink down and drown. And drowning in the bottom. And that people nowadays they're drowning in the stream of suffering, stream of economic
Can't get
problem, a political problem, a social problem, and in many big crises that they're drowning, that they don't know how to transcend or go beyond such a river, the river of suffering. There's a flow down and down, flow down and down. Our life becomes useless, like the water, plain water when go through the ocean, useless, become the salty.
Yes, it goes back.
Our life also when you follow your desire, follow your hatred, follow your delusion, like you sink down in the water, our life become more and more useless. Like the plain water go through the ocean, become the salty, useless water. Cannot drink, cannot
Cannot
use it. Yeah, the same, like a homeless life or a suffer life, it's be like that. Yeah, become the garbage.
The water returns to the ocean.
Yeah,
It's not useful for the people,
yeah.
but it's useful for the ocean.
Oh, for the ocean.
Fills up the ocean again.
Yeah, the same thing. So come back to the original point. I just talking about step 2 or step 3. Next step 4, step 5, step 6. How about that? Step 4 we talk about the bodily organization or organize body organism of the body. We have 2 parts, 32 parts. Our body like the parts of the car, the part of body. I have 32 parts combined together become our life.
Paths.
Yeah,
Parts,
part.
like
Parts.
organs, parts.
Okay.
Organ, yeah, okay. 32 parts, 32
Parts.
organs.
Okay.
First part is the hair.
Hair.
Second part is the
Skin.
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 ขนว่าไง
All the hair, still hair.
body
The hair.
body
Bo-
hair
Body.
the skin hair skin hair นะ skin hair is the ผม and the nail
Males.
ขนเล็บ skill meat bowl lung liver every part work together นะ we call 32 parts.
The 2 parts of the body.
Yeah, you can see the book, 32 part. But when you take parts any part out, our life is not perfect. Maybe some part, but then you cut off some part. Then you can still alive, but it's not completely. Like your car, when you take every part, link together, we call the car. When you take a part every out, we cannot call the car.
Can I use it?
We call
It's there.
what we call
Junk.
junk. Same. Our life when you take apart, we call the junk, we call the dead body. The same. When you compound together again, it work. We call the car.
Complete.
Yeah. If you cannot use the step 2 or step 3, you try to contemplate the life as a 32 parts. For what? For cause of detachment. Actually, detachment can cause the suffering. Cause because we thinking, I am my body, my life. But it's no my. It's not my life because it's not life because of a compound thing. Compound thing. Like the car, when you compound each other become the car. When you take part everything become the junk. Our life when we compound each other become the life, human life. You attach oh my life like this, like that, somebody come to hit you, come to discuss you, come to hurt you, you feel angry, but you got misunderstanding. It's not your life, but this life come together because of the law of nature. The law of nature. So the Buddha tell us to contemplate the life like that, for the deal of attachment, for the deal in the energy of clinging. You see how to reduce it, because the clinging or detachment cause the suffering. Like you get the misunderstanding or misconception is my life. Yeah, someone come to disturb you, come to hurt you, come to beat you, you feel angry because you think you don't have the way how to deal with other person. If you practice vipassana or practice insight meditation, you realize the truth about that. So you try to control your life in the good way, in the right way. Nobody cannot come to harm you because you get the right way. If somebody come to harm you or beat you, they have so many rules, social rules, like the tradition, the law, the any protection, like a social rule, a social norm.
Social norms.
Social norm can
Yes.
protect us. If you do the good thing, if somebody come to hurt you, you can use the social norm come to adjust, come to manage such a thing. But if you do something wrong because you attack your body, I'm the Polish, I'm the rich man, I'm the soldier, you cannot come to hurt me like this and that, fight each other, kill each other, violate each other, that break the rule, break the social norm, and make trouble like. That's it, because we attack our life. People now, they harm each other because of that, because they get misunderstanding about life. You see. So the Buddha tells us how to see our life as a form and formless only. It's not your life, not other life, but the nature. When you see that you can reduce the attachment, reduce the clinging. You use the light in the right way. If you spend the light in the right way, สอดคล้องว่าไง
To go hand in hand.
kind of no relate with the
relate.
social or relate with yeah
Okay.
สัมพันธ์กับ
It's related with.
เกณฑ์ทางสังคม relate with the social norm and have no problem. Yeah, every good person
So,
protect.
together with
Yeah, together with the social
social
norm.
norms.
The social norm. So many things come to protect you. The law will protect you. The good person protect you. The other person, intelligent protect you. Have so nobody come to harm you if you practice everything right. That we call right understanding about life. That. So when we contemplate the body as a 32 part, like I explained about the car, we can reduce about the bodily misconception. Bodily misconception or sakayatiti. We reduce the bodily attachment. We reduce the bodily clinging. We call the ego. We can reduce the energy of ego. such a we call ego, no?
Yes.
Like that ego or ignorant. Yeah. So when you contemplate that further, step 4. Step 5, you contemplate that the body consists of 4 elements. Step 5 consists of 4 elements. What they are? The first, now you feel you can sit because of what element? You can sitting like this, really firm. It's not fall down because of what elements?
The seat underneath me,
No.
my muscles.
Yeah, every muscle, every bone, every body structure, we call the earth element. The earth element.
Earth.
Yeah, earth element can make you firm. When you sit like it, very firm. But when you sit like it, you can move like it and that because of what element. You will see character of the element. You see when the leaf, the tree leaf move like it because of
Wind,
what?
the wind, the
The
air.
wind, the air element. The second pass when you move like it because of air element in our body can make you move like it because of air element.
Earth, air.
Yeah, earth, air. But at the same time now you feel warm or cool or
Like a
pain.
fire,
Yeah, fire element.
fire element.
Yeah, the fire element work. Yeah, and earth, air, and fire can work together because of what element? Like the soil or the earth when you make somewhere, you ปั้นยังไงปั้นดินว่าไง
To mold.
And
Mold.
to mold the dry earth, the dry soil to be many form. ปั้นดินเป็นรูปนั้นรูปนี้
So you use like the soil. So what do you need to make like shape out of soil
yeah,
to mold something?
yeah, because of what?
Earth, air, fire,
Yeah.
water.
Yes, water. The water can make every earth stiff.
I was thinking like glue. No, water.
Yeah,
Yeah, water and the land.
yeah, the water
Can
can
form the clay
combine fire,
to
air,
build the
and
things.
earth together because we have water elements. So if you cannot contemplate about the 32 paths, cannot get a result, come to contemplate the 4 elements in the body. Earth element,
air,
element, fire element,
fire,
and water
water.
element. Yeah, mix together because of we have life like it because of 4 elements. The character of elements we have 4. When you contemplate like it, oh, I'm not 34 element. I'm 32 parts of body. So if you contemplate it every day, you can reduce your attachment, bodily attachment. You can reduce your ego. Our ego not strong. And we have a right understanding about that. If you don't have such a knowledge, you still have the wrong view or wrong understanding about life. That's called suffering. That causes delusion. So we lost our right understanding. So we try to do everything good and bad, like this and like that, and criticize a lot. And the last one, the step 6. Step 6, what it is? Step 6 is we call foulness of the body. Foulness, F-O-U-L-E. The loss of body. Body is chained.
Foulness.
Foul, I guess so.
คือร่างกายที่เขาเน่าเปื่อยร่างกายที่เสื่อม decay of the body.
Oh yeah, yeah, foulness.
Foulness. Foulness.
Yeah.
Smell bad.
Yeah, what we call the foulness.
Like the wastes.
The waste, yeah, the waste, everything. Because our body, after they work, they can decay all the time. You see, all the time. Every time you go to pass urine, every time you pass your excrement, every time you
The
tear,
living thing has takes in
takes in
and
out.
and things go out. The waste.
Yeah, you take a bath every day, maybe 2 times a day, 3 times a day.
Yes.
Before clean up
Clean.
the wasting.
Yes.
The wasting come of the work. You need to. The one who really low potentiality, the Buddha teach him to contemplate such a thing. Decay of the body. Decay, no? Decay of
Yes.
the
Decay.
body.
Okay.
Yeah, decay of body. Every day, every minute, they can reduce the attachment. They can reduce the clinging when they contemplate like it. So, how to deal with the bodily foundation? Try to contemplate the 6 way, 6 system about it. The first, can you remember it? breathe in and
Breathing.
out system. Second, the four position.
For positions, sitting, laying,
Yeah,
standing,
yeah. The third
sitting.
is a minor position.
The other parts,
Yeah.
minor components.
The fourth, contemplated 32 parts.
During the organs of the body.
Yeah, and again, the fifth,
The four part, the
The
earth,
four,
fire,
the four
earth
elements.
elements.
Yeah, four elements. The last one, the sixth, is contemplate the foulness or decay of the
Foulness or
body.
decay.
Yeah, did how to deal with the body and contemplate it every day, every minute. Such a thing can withdraw, torn,
Or to detach, cut
can
off.
delete, can withdraw our misunderstanding about life. Can release,
To get rid
can
of.
eliminate.
So
Eliminate.
we're kind of like contemplating those 6 steps.
Alright, to
Yeah,
eliminate
this is-
or to get rid of misunderstanding.
Yeah, you think about life.
Contemplating each of those 6 steps.
Yeah, 6 steps. But nowadays we use only second and third step together. We use this main point of for develop the energy of mindfulness first. If we don't have the energy of mindfulness or energy of wisdom, maybe we cannot contemplate other factor, other step. So we need to train or develop our energy of mindfulness and self-awareness first, because mindfulness and self-awareness can generate the wisdom. When you have wisdom, you can see the importance of contemplation about this factor. That can cause the faithful, the faith.
Faithfulness.
Yeah,
Faithfulness.
faithfulness. Yeah. When you see the benefits of that, I will do that cause the faithfulness. Yeah,
Believe.
or confidence.
Confidence.
Yeah, confidence or belief. Yeah. But in Buddhism, we use the confidence. We don't use the faith. Faith maybe we believe in the God, we believe in a supreme being like that, the outside. But if we believe yourself, believe your potential, believe your ability, they call confidence. Yeah. So the Buddha, they use that word. Yeah. So when you have strong confidence like this, you can pay more attention to practice. Every day, you never ignore again, because that's the door of happiness, the door of supreme life. So the Buddha, Buddhist life also, they try to learn about that. I try to use. But for someone only, but not generally. Generally the same.
Most people.
And most people are the same.
But
They-
there's a few.
Yeah, few people they do know about that. So this group also come to learn about that. Our group, when I organize retreat also, all of the person who join my retreat, because we learn about it together and push its knowledge in our action in daily life.
Daily.
Yeah,
Right.
daily life.
Not just here.
Yeah, in our life become lighter and happy every day. We refresh life. We enjoy life. Our life never suffer again. Never meet any terrible life again. Become unhappy. Because we know the key, how to solve, how to adjust the problem in our life. Because of we get the right understanding and right conception about life. It's easy to looking for the way of happiness, where we leave behind about the way of unhappiness. Because we know, like you have the ATM cards, okay? You never have any trouble feeling. You can go and charge anywhere. The same thing. When you have this key, you can open your door. This door is a treasure. The wealth, every noble treasure, noble wealth, full of this room. Everybody have such a property, but they don't have the key. But we learn to practice this way. We come to learn how to build a key and can open this door. Every human being have such a property, wealthy. Everybody have. Because we are human being today. we are continue eating from many lineage of ancestors.
Ancestors.
Yeah, up to now they collect many good and bad. Each like
Sure, pass on to the next
Yeah.
generation.
And some like they collect a lot of goodness, some like they collect a lot of badness.
Yes.
Yeah. Such a thing become มรดกว่าไง
Heritage.
heritage become our heritage of
Heritage.
this life. Such a life we call wealthy or treasure. Everybody have such a wealthy is fake or real depends on they collect before from last life. Some wealthy is a fake.
Fake.
Some wealthy is
Some is
the
genuine,
real.
the real thing.
Yeah, the real thing.
Maybe.
So we
inside.
need to learn. Is some things fake also we throw away. But some is the real also we protect it, we use it. That is property or treasure of our life. But everything you need to have the key. The key. How to build the key? How to practice insight meditation only can get the key of life. Yeah. Dr. Tien talk about that very often, you know. Like you have the key. Because your life is locked with the ignorance, locked with unawareness. So when you get the key, awareness, noble or knowing, the key, if you try to build the knowing or the awakened mind every day, such a key is perfect and it can unlock the room full of the noble wealth or noble treasure. And we can use for whole life. We happy. Yeah. So about the people, common people, really hard to explain to them because they still attack their life, attack my life like this. I wanting. Wanting for what? For respond their need, respond their wanting, respond their desire. But they don't know desire or wanting is the cause of suffering. Unlimited desire, really unlimited. When you have only $100, but I need more, 200. Oh, it's not.
Oh, that's a lot.
No.
Double.
Yeah, double.
But then they find out not enough.
Many thousand million, but never end.
Never.
That cause suffering. You need to fight competition with the other. You with a break the loan. You do something trouble for the life because of desire, because of wanting. So wanting desire is the cause of suffering in the Buddhist concept. So you need to realize, you need to search the wisdom for the right, the truth of wanting. From where is the wanting? From where is the desire? From where the lust? Lust. Wanting, desire. Wanting, desire, lust cause the attachment. Bodily attachment and thought attachment, self attachment, and lesion attachment.
Visual. Visual.
Visual attachment.
No, I mean lesion. ขนบธรรมเนียมประเพณี
Ritual.
Ritual.
Lesion.
Okay.
Yeah, we attach it like Christian ritual, Buddhist ritual, or Islam ritual.
It's
We attach it.
ritual.
Someone been ละหมาด you know ละหมาด when the Islam people they
So
want
Islam people, when they want to pray, they have to do that.
They attack the pray, pray the Buddha, pray the God, pray the get like this. They attach it. Any day they don't have time to do that, they feel suffer. They attach the ritual.
Right.
Yeah.
Have habit.
Yeah, habit.
The
Become
rituals,
the habit.
the daily.
Because the ritual attachment.
If they don't do it,
Yeah, they
they
feel
feel suffer.
They
Right.
feel suffer.
because they're attached to.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one cause of attachment. Or like a sensual attachment. Sensual attachment. Like today you eat the food. Oh, food today is not tasty. Why you do like it? I don't want to eat your food like this.
Right.
It's got each other. Accuse each other because of untasty.
Yes.
Yeah.
So someone is going to suffer,
Yeah, because
even
you
though
attach
even though it's okay food.
Yeah, we call sensual attachment. Very, very powerful, in our daily life. Today, you tell someone for washing your clothes, washing your house, but they do not do it clean.
Right.
And they're still dirty. Why you do like that? Because I love cleaning. You're polite lady like that. You attach your body. You attach. You see, very, very, very big condition of attachment about that. We call sensual attachment. And second, we call view attachment, a thought. Like we argue each other between right and wrong, but you attack your right, and other person you attack their right.
So like you have, so you have two different views,
Yeah.
like what is right and what is wrong. So you attach to each view.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Everybody has their views.
Right.
yeah, have the view. We call view attachment. That in the social life also, we have only two views, right
Two
and wrong.
views. Yeah, right.
Yeah, everybody attached. Oh, my view is right, but you is wrong.
Right, correct.
Yeah, argue each other.
Right.
In your life and your body and you and your wife, and so someday argue each other because right and wrong. You are wrong, I am right.
Hopefully everybody has the same right, but sometimes some person's
Different way.
right is some person's wrong.
Yes, but they don't know the truth, so they accuse. Such an argument causes a conflict. Such a conflict causes the war. The war causes fighting. You see?
If someone thinks they're right,
Yes. Everyone.
and they
usually.
disagree
Yeah, but
on which is right
make a disagreement, you see?
all the time.
Yeah, that's we call will attachment. We attach our will.
But we'll
Yeah, make it our will. So, how can you make it right? So get the right will or right understanding. How you get the right will or right understanding? Contemplate your body as the law of nature, not as a other person build for you, but the law of nature build your body. Yeah, when you know about it, you can. เขาเรียกว่าบรรเทาหรือลดเราไม่อยากจะใช้คำว่า reduce เราใช้คำอื่นได้ไหม
To want to alleviate.
alleviate
Alleviate.
alleviate นะ
Alleviate.
alleviate the
To lessen.
to alleviate. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. To alleviate.
alleviate นะ
Alleviate
Yes.
or lessen.
yeah
To lessen.
To
yeah
lessen.
alleviate the wrong view, alleviate the wrong view and try to looking for the right way to understand yourself in the right way. We call right understanding. So the Buddhist concept, they give the first factor, the first number one. This is the number one of the suffering or non-suffering because of our right view or wrong view. If you get the right view, okay, for whole life you become have no problem. But you get the wrong view, every problem come in the around the world. It will be like that. They fight each other, harm each other, violate each other, make war each other because of wrong view about their life first. But they never come back to see it themselves. But they see other person. You see, that's the case. So about it, we try to do that every day for contemplate our life, for 6 steps for the bodily foundation. So today, actually we explained the 4 foundation, but today only first foundation. That's more enough. You need to try to understand more and more. Any question, please? What now? Yeah, I think it make it clear about that, because in Buddhist concept we need to get right understanding, clear understanding first before we accept anything. If we don't get,
Have to start at the right place.
yeah, how to start? You need to get the
You can start anywhere,
yeah anywhere,
but it's a little better to start
right?
where it's a little more correct.
Yeah,
Start,
of
and then build from that.
Yeah, that's it. That is system of the Buddhist teaching, like a science system. Because scientists, they know about the system of matter, material, they were scientists. We call material scientists, material math scientists. The Buddha, he enlightenment about mental scientists, but the same process like math science, math science, but it's a mental science. And then, so when we see like this, we will learn the Buddha, learn the Buddhism, we learn our life. You understand the Buddhism, stand your life. After you understand your life, you never suffer again. You are very, yeah. We learn Buddhism is not for happiness only, but for non-suffering. How big difference between non-suffering and happiness? How you know the definition of that?
Well, I guess when someone says non-suffering, happiness is one of those, but it could be other things too.
Uh-huh.
Non-suffering is just like the opposite side. But I mean, non-suffering is one side. So the other side of non-suffering can be anything.
Yeah.
Happiness can be over here,
Yeah.
but there's also other areas
Yeah.
of non-suffering.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Many kinds of that. Many way of that.
All happiness is non-suffering, but you can't say all non-suffering is happiness. Happiness is maybe one part
Yeah.
of non-suffering. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
maybe,
other
right, yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. But one thing I would like to give you the metaphor, like a little water. Suppose the water hot, like a suffering. With a hot water, you cannot drink it in the right way, okay? It will burn you.
If it's too hot,
Yeah, too hot.
Cannot drink.
Cannot drink.
You will burn.
Yeah. And at the same time, when you put in the refrigerator, the
Freezer.
the fridge, this will become ice.
Yeah, in
Other
freeze.
side, like
Opposite.
happiness.
Yes.
Yeah, like happiness. The same water can be hot water, can be ice water.
Yes.
But if you balance water and hot water and cool water together, become warm water, become non-suffering. Non-suffering is a warm water. You can drink easily. Plain water, not hot, not cool. This is called non-suffering. Hot water is suffering. Cool water is happiness. Happiness. And warm water and plain water is non-suffering. Non-suffering is a balance between two sides. Non-suffering is a balance two poles together, not extreme this side, not extreme.
Not boiling and not frozen.
Yeah, not frozen. That's my meaning about the
okay.
non-suffering. It makes sense, huh? So we call balance. Or in Buddhist word we use Majjhima Patipatha. Majjhima is the balance. Majjhima is the ตรงกลางมันมีศัพท์ของมันเดียว equal
Equal the middle ground.
Middle ground.
Middle ground.
middle ground or middle way.
Same.
Middle
Middle
way,
way. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, middle apply to the equal. So it's not extreme. If you get right understanding about life, either you keep your mind stay in middle way, not too extreme this way or too. If you try, nowadays people they spend their life in the extreme way. Everyone want happiness other way. But the happiness also is not different from unhappiness. When you stay this point, one day have no energy, have no hot and condition of that, they swing up other way, unhappy.
Yes. It swings back and forth.
Yes, bad about that. That's what we call impermanent. Yeah, suffering and pass away. We talk about the triple character, type of character, anicca, dukkha, anatta, changing, suffering, and disappear, changing, suffering, and pass away, changing, suffering, and non-self. the same thing, swing like it. So the Buddha, after he got enlightenment, oh, if you want this, also you swing to this. If you want this, you swing to this. Never end. We call
Never ending.
circulation of life. Samsara,
And the cycle.
the cycle
Cycle
of
of
life.
life.
Cycle of life. Swing.
Going from extremes,
Yeah.
passing
extreme.
through the middle,
Yeah.
going back to an extreme
So yeah.
passing
So the
through the
Buddha
middle.
looking for the middle.
more often.
The middle way, balance two things together. That's the way. So we can balance the way of life. We need to build up the right view, right wisdom. Only that right wisdom, like that, you can open your inner eye or the third eye. Yeah, we can look at everything inside. We call the third eye. No? So now the intelligent people come to learn about this around the world. They're not only Thai people, American people, European people, and Chinese people come to learn about Buddhist concept about it, how to balance their life after they get a trouble life, terrible life, how they're looking for the way out.
Prove
Yeah, prove it.
improvement.
Yeah, improvement. Because nowadays the world they're successful about math, math science.
Math,
Math
science.
side, they can use many accommodation, a lot of cost for the math side, because scientists they produce.
Math and science.
Math
Yeah.
and science,
Yeah.
like they have many
Oh, yeah.
inventions.
Yeah,
too.
because
Your computer.
also come from
Camera.
their production.
Yes.
So because of that thing cause a lot of complicated problem, complicated suffering, really hard to solve it. So other group of people, they know the dangers of that thing, so they're looking for the way out. So now the American people are looking about that out. They come to learn about Vipassana, both Theravada Buddhism and Mahayana Buddhism come to learn about the Buddhism. They're looking for the way out from the extreme way, which means math science,
They're looking for,
looking for
peacefulness.
peacefulness. Need to stay in the middle way of life. Yeah. So we talk about that. But if we get right understanding about that, we need to practice and practice. Like a game or nakila,
Sports.
a sport. No?
Right.
When you play
Get better and
sports.
better to be the best.
You try to practice every day,
Yes.
for make more skillful to you to bring the life stay in the middle, because things slip away very easily. So how can keep it stable in middle? And slip away in happy, unhappy, life and dislike, content and discontent, suffer and suffer, satisfy and dissatisfy, love and hate, slide up and down like it every day. Oh, today eating food, today is really tasty, but next day is not. Today you are lovely, but next day is not lovely, really ugly. You see, our mind slide up and down every minute. So how can keep the mind stay in present, in the middle, the balance? And something try to push you in slide up and down, you never back and forth again. Keep your mind stay in the present again and again. So when we talk about meditation, why we emphasize about keep mind stay in the present? Stay in the present for maintain the mind in the middle of life, build the balance of life. Extreme other way we call the past, extreme other way we call the future. Forward and back to future and past, future and past, future and past. That cause the problem, cause the thought. Thought can build up because of past and future. If we don't think about past and future, we cannot hold the thought. So if you keep the thought, stay in the present, become mindfulness, become self-awareness. That's the balance, the way of how to do the balance of life. So we need to build up again and again, every minute for what? For this. So if you absolutely understand about this also. You move hand very lovely, really faithful. Yeah, how to do that? Otherwise, you feel against it because you don't know the cause and condition of that. Why we do that? Why do that? But you know the cause and condition of that. Oh, you really happy to do that. Really have a heart, wholehearted.
Work hard.
Wholeheartedness,
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
with all your effort,
Right.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
genuine effort.
Yeah. So this morning I talk about the first foundation of mindfulness, Bodhi foundation mindfulness. Okay. If next day I have more time, also we talk. And the next day. Thank you for listening.
ขอบคุณครับ
Okay.